Now that leads us to our next question. Our next question has to do with negligence. And the person who wrote this question wants to know who is able to sue for negligence? And are there different rules depending on how you were injured? BJ, what do you think about that? Where do you start with negligence?
Well, the first thing you do there is object to that question as being vague and overly broad, because it asks basically, what do lawyers do? We're a personal injury case, but torts is a breach of a legal duty that causes injury, and that's what basically negligence arises out of. So there's all kind of cases, and what the burden is and what the standard is different. Usually ordinary negligence, such things if you have a car accident, ordinary negligence applies, whether they were careless or reckless. If you go into a medical malpractice case, for example, that's not ordinary negligence most of the time. Sometimes it is, but most of the time it's professional negligence. You have to get an expert to come in and say that it was based on his or her review of the records, there was a deviation from the standard of care, and so there was professional negligence. And then, on the product liability cases, you deal with strict liability, you deal with negligence, you deal with warranty, merchantability, and there's a lot of different avenues. That gets back to the first question. If you get injured and you go talk to a lawyer, that lawyer should be able to ask all the right questions to see, okay, do you have a simple case? Is it a complex case? If it's a complex case, what kind of experts do I need? How long will it take? What are the damages you can recover? And all those things are dependent upon what the facts are and what the applicable standard is. And it's a very confusing question, and my answer is not doing very good justice to it, but it varies depending on what your case is. But generally, ordinary negligence and professional negligence are probably the two most common ones.
Okay, well, Kate, do you have anything you want to add before we go to break?
No, I think BJ did a fantastic job answering that question because it is vague and overly broad. There are so many different kinds of law out there. And we tell people all the time, even when we finish working on their personal injury cases, they come in, we give them our business card and we say, if you ever need anything, even if it's not personal injury related, please give us a call. And this ties directly into what we were saying earlier about going to a reputable attorney. This firm has been around for a very long time, and we can tell you who the best person in the field is to go to, because you may have a breach of a contract that you need to sue on, and you need to go to a contract lawyer, and that's not something we specialize in, but we can certainly tell you who does.